Right, your business is struggling and you're thinking, who do you pay first? Listen, there is a big caveat here. This information, this video is for you as a director if you are experiencing some short-term issues and you think you can get yourself out of the mire. Okay, so you're probably coming towards the end of the month and you're thinking, oh my God, I've not got enough money to pay everybody. So let's have a look who should really be a priority in your business. Well, the first one is your workers. Obviously, get people paid. You don't pay them, not going to turn up to work. That doesn't end very well. But another thing you perhaps want to think about is making sure you pay your energy suppliers, or at least if you can't pay your energy suppliers, get in communication with them and do some type of deal, some type of payment plan with them. Because if they turn your energy off, I mean, how are you going to survive? Another thing you want to consider paying is your rent and your mortgage. You know, if your landlord starts to repossess, or you come in and he's locked the doors and you can't trade, well, that's going to be a huge problem. Now, again, if you can't pay everything to your landlord, you can't pay everything to the mortgage company, speak to them, make sure you're in constant communication with them and give them something. Another thing that you're going to need to pay is suppliers that you really, really need. I mean, if you sell a certain product and you owe that supplier, and if they don't get any money, they're not going to give you any more of a product, well, you're going to have to pay that supplier, perhaps over this supplier that you don't really need short term. Listen, I know it's harsh, but some tough decisions need to be made when your business is starting to struggle. And remember, this information is for those people that are in a little bit of a situation at the moment, but with a little bit of jiggery and pokery, they can get out of the mire in the not too distant future. Another thing that you want to consider with HMRC, okay? Now, you might not be able to afford to pay HMRC, but what you don't want them to do is to start petitioning to wind your business up, because that is a big problem. So with HMRC, if you've got arrears, get on the phone to them, do a deal with them, speak about a time to pay arrangement, give them a little bit, tell them you'll be in touch in 30 days. Now, remember, this is a tip for short-term cash flow. Because if you're going to end up insolvent, if you're going to end up in liquidation, you've got to be careful who you pay, because it could be seen as a preference payment. And you can't pay certain creditors over other creditors. So it's a really complex issue, but I think one that needed to be addressed. If you want the specifics of your situation, you want some guidance, please reach out to us. There's not just First Business Rescue out there. There's some fantastic companies that will give you some free advice. But go out there and speak to somebody. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for your time. See you soon.